So you texted me this morning asking, oh wait, no, I texted you asking when we're going to start the podcast today. And you're like, anytime you want, homie. Yeah. And I was like, she's never called me homie before. You know, I don't know if this has ever happened to you or my life is just sad, but you ever date somebody where it's kind of towards the end of the relationship, you may not know it, but they say something to you, they call you something different than what they would normally call you, and you start to get that anxiety. It's like, oh fuck. Or when they kind of just start distancing themselves from you.
Yeah.
And they start talking to you in a different manner. It's like, what's wrong?
What's wrong? What did I do?
And so I immediately texted you back, not in a serious manner, but I just messaged you back. I was like, are you breaking up with me?
That was so wholesome. I was like, no.
I was looking for that one email, the one with the crying eyes, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I get that.
But Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah. This is the first episode back. Last week we did a little best of episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun to edit through. It was like I tried to put so much energy behind the burp, but nothing came out, so it was just a strain. It was fun to sit through and listen to some of my favorite moments, as well as some of your favorite moments as well.
Yeah.
I do feel bad, though, because you were talking about how you really enjoyed the "this is my special nipple" bit. I don't think it made it in there. I don't know if you listened to it yet or not.
I have not.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Because I just uploaded it yesterday, meaning Saturday. So I think that, I don't know why I thought it was in there, but I guess it didn't make the cut, and I thought it did. So my apologies on that one.
It's okay.
But we got the majority of all the other ones in there.
Good.
Which is good.
That's all that matters. We have a lot of good moments. So
you know. Absolutely. And I'm thinking next year, for the best of 2021 episode, we're going to have so many episodes to go through.
Yeah.
I did the math. If we upload an episode every Friday, or at least once a week from last episode, like the end of the year, we will have 60 episodes or over 60 episodes by New Year's Eve.
That's amazing.
This year.
And then, this episode is also season 2 of the Daydream Arcade.
Yes. Okay, so explain to everybody how this system is going to work.
So, for seasons, what we're going to do is we're going to, like you said, upload an episode at least once a week. And it's going to be from the start, from January to December. So December 31st. Well, probably the last episode that we upload for December is on Christmas. Because that's what we did last year.
Yes.
Yeah. So that entire year is going to be one season. But how we have them listed, we're just going to go by like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Instead of like having season 2 on it. But yeah, technically this is season 2 of Daydream Arcade. So, hey, accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was a little confused at how we were going to do this first, because I know that we kind of joked about doing seasons, but then as it got closer towards the end of the year, we were like, we should do a season.
Yeah, because I feel like it makes sense, you know? And it's like, shows progression.
Right. And I realized that I was thinking to myself, well, we're never going to get to episode 100 if there's only 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
And we do seasons by the year. We're only going to get to like episode 50 something. And then I was thinking, I'm like, oh, so are we only going to get to episode 50 something? And then when we start the new season, we start all the way back at 1?
No. We just continue.
But we're going to keep listing them as episode.
Yeah.
After episode. So looking forward to hitting not only the 60 episode milestone. I guess it's not really a milestone, but I guess it would be 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Which will happen in 2022. God, that's so crazy to think about. We got to go through this year too.
Yeah.
Who knows what this year is going to bring? I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year with this brand and where our solo content careers take us.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's fun to feel like you're starting fresh because it's a new year, you know?
And I've 100% dedicated myself to stop streaming altogether, to just take a step back from Twitch and just do my own thing, which I was really struggling with for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was not really feeling like myself, and I was feeling incredibly burnt out. And I was thinking that my new schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, was going to be good. I don't think stream schedules are good for me.
I feel like,
personally,
because once you start putting in like a routine into something that you enjoy, like it's like a strict routine that you need to do, then it starts feeling like a job more than like a hobby.
It really does start feeling like a job.
Yeah.
And I didn't want, the big reason why I didn't want to stop is because I still had people regularly, coming to streams. I had my community, and I was thinking, I'm going to lose this if I stop, because why would people care about other things that I do? People just come to watch my streams and that's it. And I'm like, I can't really worry about that right now, because that's just going to add more stress to my whole entire situation right now. I just gotta work on things. For some people that may not understand why I'm just stopping, it's because I feel like between the transition from Mixer dying to Twitch, I just really wanted to hold on to what I had and like start building something new, which was fun to do at first. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I will come back to it. I will stream again at some point. But right now, the projects that I really wanted to do, right around the time when I got partnered on Mixer, which was around maybe May of last year, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, I want to do all these side projects and whatnot, but then Mixer closed, and I was like, shit, I gotta keep, I gotta make this transition from Mixer to Twitch, because I still love streaming and I have nothing else to really do. And I kind of just neglected those projects, and I'm thinking, this is my equivalent of I'm going to work out in the new year and I'm going to eat healthier.
New year, new me.
And whatnot. New year, new me. This is going to hopefully be the year of new projects for me, and work on things that I have been putting off. Like, I have a music project that I want to start working on. I need to finish working on a bass guitar that my dad and I see it sitting there behind you right now. Have you been playing it?
I have. I've been practicing a lot. It's been nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Practicing your scales.
My scales.
My dad and I started building this little tiny jazz bass. I started picking up the bass guitar in the summer of 2017. And it was a lot of fun. I learned quite a few songs and kind of started learning like how the bass works, because I mainly play the drums, but I also play guitar. And if you like learn the guitar, you can pick up a bass pretty easily. And I just really want to hopefully work on an EP. I have no future plans for it. I've never really written music of my own before, but I feel like if I just sit down and just put my mind to something, I could do something cool.
Fuck yeah. New things.
I really want to do new things.
Yeah.
The podcast was really a reason for me to branch out and try different things.
Yeah, I completely agree. It got us out of our comfort zone, which is super important when we want to do new things.
Absolutely. And I wanted to, when I made the announcement on Twitter, I got quite a few messages from people saying, I'm gonna miss you. And
like you're dying.
I'm like, I'm not dying. I'm just shifting focus on things that I want to do. I didn't want to be, we've talked about it before, that I also need to stop saying That's become
I say that all the time.
And like.
Me too, dude. It's bad.
And you can hear it in several episodes. You can still hear it now every once in a while, but I used to say like and to connect thoughts so
Same.
much.
I still do.
where now I believe it's,
I say that at the end of like every thought that I have. I'm like,
I don't notice it as much when I edit. I feel like I don't have to edit your vocal tracks as much as I have to edit mine. At most, I'm editing my vocal track probably 5 times more than yours.
I feel like it'd be the opposite if I was editing,
That's true, because I think you nitpick things that you say more than the other person when you're editing.
Definitely.
But I always try to keep an open mind and think, well, maybe we should take that long pause out that Brianna did.
Yeah.
But it barely happens. And that's not me gassing you up and trying to be nice. It barely happens.
Wow, you gassing me up. Speaking is hard.
Speaking is really hard, but I'm hoping that through this show we can work on our speaking patterns a little bit more, and maybe beforehand we can do some vocal exercises.
Yeah, I remember when we were doing those improv exercises. With,
that was fun.
Peggy.
I gotta find more improv exercises for 2 people.
Yeah.
So
those were fun.
It was fun. I think that it can help expand our minds
Definitely.
and just kind of make it easier for us to have a more even flowing conversation.
100%.
Since we're talking about new things this year, I don't want to be super corny, but do you have any New Year, New You kind of ideas or vibes?
Well, physically, I want to start losing weight and start like getting more into shape. 'Cause, health. It's a good thing.
Health. Yeah. And you are 23 now, right?
Yeah. Just turned 23.
Okay. And I just turned 25 at the end of last year.
It's crazy.
I know that we've talked about it a lot. If we lived closer together, it'd be easier for the both of us to be like, let's work out together.
No, honestly,
let's do something.
Would totally work out with you. We can go to the gym, could ride bikes and shit. Like,
yes.
Dude, I love riding bikes. It's so fun.
I do too.
Like, I feel like it's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I went on vacation to Cape Cod, there was, I think, the last family vacation that we took. There was a 13 to 15 mile stretch of just gravel along the beach. My dad and I rode our bikes. It was just a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome.
To ride bikes. Yeah, and it wasn't a hard path either. There were lots of times where you could just coast.
That's dope.
And there was just miles and miles of beach. And I really want to not have to take a nap halfway through my day. Or be sitting here at my desk and have to get up and go lay down for a little bit because I'm starting to feel really tired because I have no energy.
That's literally me all the fucking time.
I don't know. And also I think that getting healthier and getting more into shape will also help us with our projects because
we'll be way more motivated.
And we'll be happier.
Yeah.
I won't be going to you every other day being like, life is hard and no one likes me and I should just go to bed and sleep forever.
That's a mood though, because that's me internally. I just don't really express it because I'm weird. So
I try my hardest to not express it in a public format, but if there's somebody I'm sorry for anybody that's been really good friends with me because you have all experienced my really over dramatic just everything is going wrong and everything is just bad. Just venting. It is some of the most cringiest shit ever, but sometimes I just bottle things up. No, it's cringy.
No, it's not, but it's valid, because it's something that's genuinely affecting.
Cringe.
No, it's valid emotion, sir.
Valid emotionally cringeworthy.
You shut your whore mouth.
Okay, I will. I think you just gotta start small and portion control is also a good thing.
Portion control is very
and also
good.
Lots of veggies. And I'm holding up the food that I was eating that I still need to finish because this is my first meal of the day. that I
Hey.
didn't make. I made at like 1:45 in the afternoon because I
Nice.
slept in until noon again.
Same.
And-
I did as well.
What we got in here? We got carrots, peas, eggs, brown rice, a little bit of beef. I made some fried rice, but
That sounds
minus
amazing.
the fry.
I had chicken nuggets like a heathen.
You bad person. How dare you enjoy chicken nuggets? Like the heathen that you are. How dare you? What kind of sauce?
Sweet and sour, always.
Ooh. Was it from McDonald's?
It was. I'm not even gonna lie.
I had a McDonald's chicken nugget the other day because
One whole chicken nugget.
I just had one. I just had one because we have construction workers working on this little entranceway where I work, and one of the guys I've kind of just started just chatting with at work, and the one thing, it's funny. You know how I always drink Bang Energy?
Yeah.
He also drinks Bang Energy, and the way that he kind of broke the ice with me, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey man, you ever try the key lime pie flavored Bang?" And I was like, "No, I haven't actually, but there's this deli down the street from me that has a whole entire cooler dedicated to Bang, and I pass it all the time. I'll grab one the next time I see it." He's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to just let you know that it's a really good flavor because I noticed that you're a banger as well." He called me a banger.
That is so wholesome.
And I did try the key lime flavor. It's all right. It's not my
alright.
favorite, but there was a point to this. I don't remember.
Made a friend.
I made a friend. But there was an even further point to this that I forgot. God damn. Trivia. Boom. All right, let's do
fucking
it.
get it.
Okay. All right, you're up first. We're going to do this right here, right now.
Oh,
all right, here we
shit.
go.
Oh,
2
shit.
minutes on the clock. Are you ready?
Shit. Oh shit.
Are you ready? Here we
I'm
go.
ready, I guess.
Here we go. Where did Chris Farley's SNL
did you
character
start it?
Matt
Did you
Foley
start
live?
it?
Yes, I started. Go, 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 go.
Where does who?
Where did Chris Farley's SNL character Matt Foley live?
California.
It's a classic. It's a classic. Okay. Which team did John Madden win a Super Bowl with as head coach?
You're giving me too much credit.
Hey! You pushed this podcast back so you can watch football. Damn it!
New York Giants.
What is the name of the drummer for the White Stripes?
Oh, brother. I don't know. Skip.
Okay. What is Indiana Jones the doctor of?
Isn't he like a historian?
I'll give you that. Okay.
Okay.
What city did the film Die Hard take place in?
Chicago? I don't know.
Why don't the children? What don't the children need in Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall? We don't need. We don't need no. We don't need no.
I want to keep saying satisfaction.
God damn it. Well, it rhymes with it. Okay, you got that wrong. Okay. What plant is used to make tequila?
What plant is an agave?
Yeah. In what decade were Twinkies created? So, like, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s?
The 30s.
15 seconds. In Greek mythology, who is the god of dreams?
Ooh.
3 seconds.
Oh, Athena. I don't know.
All right, time's up.
Oh boy, that was rough.
All right, we didn't get to one question, and that was how
Okay.
does Juliet in Romeo and Juliet die?
Oh.
What did you say for where did Chris Farley's SNL character Matt Foley live?
I said California.
Okay. All right, I'm ready for mine.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't even do a coin flip, but that's fine because I
It's
kind of
fine,
just
it's fine.
threw it up.
Yeah,
out
that
of
was
nowhere.
chaos. I was like, okay. All right, let me start a timer. So 2 minutes. All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready for this very easy.
Yeah, no, they're pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. What is the capital city of Spain?
Barcelona.
Okay. Which email service is owned by Microsoft? You know this.
Hotmail?
Ooh. What language has the most words?
English.
What's the minimum wage in New Jersey?
$15.
What country did AC/DC originate in?
England.
What colored part of the human eye that controls how much light passes through the pupil is called?
The retina? Cornea.
Which horoscope sign has a crab?
Pisces?
Which company owns Bugatti, Lamborghini, Audi, Porsche, and Ducati?
Gucci.
That was amazing. Okay. What's the first letter on a typewriter?
On a typewriter?
Yeah.
Q.
Name the Spanish artist, sculptor, and draftsman famous for co-founding the Cubist movement.
Angus Cubis.
Oh my god. Alright, that was all of them. Nice.
Okay. I can't wait to see how bad this one went.
We both did questionable.
Okay. Angus Cubis. If I don't get that right, I'm gonna fucking burn the world down.
Honestly, that was a good guess. It was a good guess.
Okay.
Alright. Do you want me to tell you what you got wrong?
Let's start with you.
Okay.
Okay. Question 1. Where did Chris Farley's SNL character Matt Foley live? In a van down by the river.
Nice.
Have you ever seen that sketch?
It sounds familiar.
Oh, we gotta watch it sometime. It's a classic.
Okay.
Which team did John Madden win a Super Bowl with as head coach? You said the Giants. It is the Oakland Raiders.
Fuck.
What is the name of the drummer for the White Stripes? You skipped that. It is Meg White.
Oh.
What is Indiana Jones a doctor of? You said history, like historian. I mean, I'm gonna give this one to you. It's archaeology.
Oh.
He's an archaeologist.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Collects the hidden treasures and shit.
Yeah.
What city did the film Die Hard take place in? You said Chicago. It is Los Angeles.
Nice.
I've never seen Die Hard.
Me neither.
Everyone says that I need to see Die Hard, and I know that the classic. Oh, it's a Christmas movie because it takes place in around the holidays. I don't know how much. I don't know how valid that is, but
It's not.
Maybe we'll watch it sometime.
Maybe.
What don't the children need in Pink Floyd's Another? What don't the children need in Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall? You said. What did you say?
It said satisfaction.
Satisfaction. It's an education.
Fuck.
We don't need no education.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Big fan.
What plant is used to make tequila? You said agave. That is correct.
Nice. I know my tequila.
In what decade were Twinkies invented? You said the 1930s. That is also correct. In Greek mythology, who is the god of dreams? You said Athena. It is Morpheus.
Oh. Okay.
And last question, how does Juliet in Romeo and Juliet die? You didn't get to that.
No.
But it's she stabs herself.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you got 1, 2, 3 questions right. 3 out of 9.
Okay. All right.
Let's see how I did.
Okay. So question number 1. What is the capital city of Spain? You said Barcelona. It's Madrid. What email service?
They're Spanish for 8 years.
Damn. Which email service is owned by Microsoft? You said Hotmail. That's correct. What language has the most words? You said English. That is also correct. What's the minimum wage in New Jersey? You said 15. It's actually $10 an hour.
Come on, New Jersey, get with the fucking times.
Which country did AC/DC originate in? You said England. It's Australia.
Fuck.
I know. Oh, excuse me.
Fake fan.
The colored part of the human eye that controls how much light passes through the pupil is called. You said cornea. It's the iris.
Okay.
Which horoscope sign has a crab? You said Pisces. It's Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer crab.
Yeah, Cancer crab. Which company owns Bugatti, Lamborghini, Audi, Porsche, and Ducati? You said Gucci. It is Volkswagen.
They all sounded pretentious to me, so.
That's awesome. What's the first letter on a typewriter? You said Q. That's correct. And name the Spanish artist, sculptor, and draughtsman famous for co-founding the Cubist movement. You said, what was it?
Wait, what was the movement?
The Cubist.
Oh, I said like Angus Cubist.
Nice. It's Pablo Picasso.
Fuck. Okay.
So
all my art student friends are probably ripping their fucking eyes out right now. So
you got 3 out of 10.
Fuck.
Damn.
So we got to do a lightning round. Damn, this is like the second trivia segment in a row where I think we've had to do a lightning round.
Yeah.
Was episode 7 the lightning round one? Because episode 8 was the best of one.
No,
so
I think it was
has
6.
to be episode 7. 6? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're basically going to cut this in half. If you haven't been to a lightning round before, summon the lightning round! There, we are going to answer 5 questions, and we both have a minute to do it. So right now, we're going to take some time, find these questions, and we'll be right back. All right. So I guess for this one, we could do the coin toss on this one.
Okay.
All right. Let me grab... Let me grab my Gears coin.
Ooh.
Do you want Scorpion or Logo?
Scorpion.
Scorpion? Okay, here we go. Scorpion.
Hey.
So you get to ask me first.
Okay.
I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right. Here we go.
We got a minute.
Yes. Un minuto. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What wood is Harry Potter's wand made out of?
Phoenix.
Okay. What breed of dog is most popular in the United States?
German Shepherd? I said that with such uncertainty.
Okay. Who wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Who?
Who wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Harper Lee.
What is the largest U.S. state by land area?
California.
Peter Pan is the captain of which group of boys?
Lost Boys.
Nice.
All right, let me get this clock set for you.
Cool.
Here we go. In this TV show, who described a wine as having an oaky afterbirth?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I know this. It just what character?
Yes.
Was it Michael?
Yes. Shit.
Well, okay.
What does the G mean in G-Man?
In G-Man?
Yeah. What does the G stand for in G-Man?
Gravity?
When did the website Facebook launch? Like what year?
2005?
What is an essential condiment known as Japanese horseradish?
I don't know.
An eggplant is a vegetable, true or false?
True.
Okay.
It could actually be a fruit.
So, I guess you want to go first for this one?
Yeah.
All right.
So, question number 1. What wood is Harry Potter's wand made out of? You said phoenix. It's actually holly.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. What breed of dog is most popular in the United States? You said German Shepherd. It's the Labrador Retriever. I can't speak now.
I had a feeling it was a lab of some kind, but I
Who wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird? You said Harper Lee. That's Correct. I can't speak. I'm having a stroke, Daryl. What is the largest U.S. state by land area? You said California. It's Alaska.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter Pan is the captain of which group of boys? So the Lost Boys. That is correct. So you got 2 right.
All right. So, for you, in this hit TV show, who described a wine as having an oaky afterbirth? You said Michael from The Office. That is correct.
Yes.
What does the G mean in G-Man? What did you say?
Gravity?
Gravity. It is government.
Fuck.
When did the website Facebook launch? You said 2005. It is 2004.
Fuck.
Which essential condiment is also known as Japanese horseradish? You skipped that one. It is wasabi.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay.
And an eggplant is a vegetable. True or false? You said true.
Yeah.
It's false.
Fuck, I knew it too. As soon as I said true,
was a vegetable.
As soon as I said true, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you were like, wait, maybe it's a fruit.
Yeah.
Is it a fruit?
I don't know. But apparently it's not a vegetable.
What is an eggplant? Is eggplant a fruit or vegetable? Fact, while it's generally thought of as a vegetable, eggplant is actually a fruit. The eggplant, I don't know how to pronounce these words. It's a plant of the family. Don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, we're getting out of here. I'm feeling stupid. I'm feeling illiterate and stupid.
Illiterate.
Is illiterate even a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I thought you were laughing because it's not actually a word.
No,
It's made up.
It's kind of
like how irregardless isn't a word.
Irregardless.
But people say irregardless a lot.
I heard that so much growing up because that is like the word for people in Miami. Irregardless. I'm like, oh God, please stop.
Okay, so you got 1 right.
Fuck.
So that means
You won.
Yeah, that means I won.
2 weeks in a row. How do you feel?
2 weeks in a row. I feel good.
Good.
But I haven't come up with a punishment for you, so I need to do 2 now. Or maybe we'll just, I don't know.
Or you could do just one big one.
I could do one big one. Okay.
Yeah. You can think about it, and then we'll come back.
But then this is 3 weeks in a row that I have to think about it.
No, it's only 2.
No, I mean, like, this is like 3 weeks in a row now, because like the last time we did a trivia was
Episode 7.
Was it episode 7? Okay, so it's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks that people have to wait. So no, it's technically a third, because unless I come up with it now, that's 3 more weeks that people have to wait to hear your punishment. You have to tell me right here, live on the podcast, a deep, dark secret that you have never told anybody in your life.
Oh.
That was a very somber
Because I'm trying to...
As people who make stuff on the internet, I feel... Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you are, but I feel like a lot of us have laid our lives bare for everyone to see.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like... Me personally, if someone asks me that, I'm like, what is something that I have not said?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I have something, but I don't know if it'll get me canceled.
I mean...
So, back when I told you I played Habbo Hotel, I catfished some people.
In what sense?
Because I didn't feel comfortable saying, like, oh, hey, I'm a woman and I'm this age. Because, I don't know, I just felt weird about it. So I said I was a dude.
What age were you at the time?
I was like 12, 13.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so I did that. And I haven't really told anybody that. And like I made I was friends with people that I met on there. But they didn't think, like they didn't know I was not who I said I was.
No. That's true.
But it's not like I like fucked with them. Or like did some fucked up shit to them. You know what I'm saying?
You just lied about who you were.
Yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable. Because I was a small on the internet. When I shouldn't have been.
I remember when I think I had the first time I had a Facebook, I was like 12.
Yeah, me too.
My
mom made it for me.
And my mom did not. Your mom made it for you? My mom was 100% against me being on a site like Facebook.
Yeah, I was allowed to have a
100%
Facebook as long
against
as
it.
I was friends with her. She knew what was going on my profile and like all that.
Same. I think my mom made a Facebook so that she can monitor like my stuff, but like she has a Facebook, but I don't even think she has a profile picture.
Yeah.
She never got on it. So it's like, I don't know.
Mom.
I don't know. My mom was always about, like looking at like my stuff to make sure that I wasn't doing anything I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents were too.
Kind of followed after the time when they caught me watching porn on the family computer, which is totally valid, but now I got my own computer for that shit.
I'm proud of you.
Moving on up in the world.
No more family computers. That actually reminds me of when we were talking about how we got caught watching the Frack.
The Frack.
So,
yeah.
I think it was Christmas Day. My uncle and his wife and like their kids came over.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all talking about shit, and I don't remember how this got brought up, but my mom was like, "Oh yeah, when we caught Brianna watching porn on her TV," and I was like, "You remember that?"
Also, she brought it up.
She
like
whole ass brought it up, and I was like, "Mother."
God, that actually reminds me of some. Okay, so you know how I don't know if I've talked about it on the show too much, but I've had some like past trauma with therapists.
Yes.
There was one therapist who it was right around the time, I think I was like 13 or something, 13 or 14. I had like a tiny flip phone at the time, but I also had an iPod Touch. Mm-hmm. Like everybody else had smartphones at this time, or like the first smartphones that came out, like the NV Touch.
Yeah.
And like the first iPhone, but I had the first iPod Touch, and my mom didn't know I had this iPod Touch because I bought it off of a friend at school.
Okay.
And this was right around the time when they caught me watching the Frack. And from now on, can we just refer to porn on this show as the Frack?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like Frack is a lot more lighthearted than porn.
It's a lot more wholesome.
So my mom found out that I had this iPod Touch, and for some reason 13-year-old me thought I should just destroy the evidence, so I smashed it and threw it out in the garbage. And my mom found it, and my therapist, he brought up the whole iPod Touch thing. And he was like, "Why did you destroy this really expensive piece of technology?" And I kind of lied to him about why I destroyed it. And he was like, "Really? Because your mother tells me that she thinks that you were watching porn again." And he like crossed his arms and crossed his legs and just like said it in the most condescending way. And first off, no, that was not the reason why I destroyed the iPod. But my mom just couldn't help but think that was the reason why I destroyed this iPod.
She thought you were a little Frack fiend.
I was a Frack fiend. She
F.
didn't want her son to porn into her son to porn. She didn't want her son to turn into a Frack fiend.
Don't go porning, Daryl.
This is the sound of my Frack addiction in action.
Oh, God. Yeah?
Sorry. For those of you that don't know, that's the sound of a male orgasm.
Fucking keyboard. And
No, just
Oh. Oh.
What is it with dudes in the fracking industry when every single time, like, sometimes there'll be a frack video where all you hear is just, fuck yeah. It's like, it's like, I can't frick my frack to that. I'm sorry. I'm out.
I'm out.
Next video, please.
Yeah. The dudes get a little weird. A little weird about it. Oh. It's like, don't do that in my ear right now. Like,
no.
And it's always the cameraman that's like really close to them. So it's like,
oh my god. I can't imagine being on a porn set.
no, I could never.
Because
kudos to everyone who does it. I could never.
Yeah, no way am I just shitting on Franks over here, but
Franks.
Looking for ways to expand the idea, Brianna.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't have the confidence. I don't have the fucking maturity to be on one of those sets. Like, nope. They're just built different.
Yeah. Well, the sets or the frackers?
Yeah, the sets. The sets are just built different.
Oh my god. Okay.
So, Darryl, what's got you high? I'm stuck.
Oh, Jesus. What's got me high this week? I feel like this giant burden has been lifted off of my shoulders. I have been feeling a little overwhelmed lately, especially coming to the decision of, okay, this project that I've been working on, the Young Retro brand, for the last almost 3 years now. And I was talking to Hunkstaban about it, and I was thinking, because he's coming up on his 5-year streaming anniversary soon. And I told him I've been doing this for almost 3 years. It feels like forever, but it also feels like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's like, that's still a really long time, almost 3 years. And I'm thinking back to all the times when I've worked on something for so long, but then just quit and never did it again. And I spent a great deal of time just thinking to myself, maybe we should just stop doing this altogether. But I think after a week of just, like I said before, just cringy venting about it all, that I am just, I'm glad that I'm moving forward with different things, and I think change is good.
Definitely. Change is really good.
When I moved from my job as a cook and just got out of there, that change felt weird, and I was thinking that it was going to be very stressful, but it actually brought me more peace of mind, and also just I felt really relieved to not have to face all that stress anymore.
Yeah.
And not that streaming was stressful, but I feel like I held myself to a very high standard. Mm-hmm. Because on Mixer, I was doing a lot of great things. But on Twitch, I was like, I'm not really feeling the same thing here. So maybe that means that it's time to do something new, move something in a different direction, and maybe come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind's at right now. I'm just looking forward to doing new things this year. And I've been spending some time with my girlfriend. I've been spending time with my family. It's been And spending time with you guys too. Now that I'm not streaming as much, I've been able to play video games with you guys offline a lot more. I've been able to watch more streams. I feel that at some point the bug to stream is going to come back because it always has.
Yeah.
But right now I feel I can't just limit myself to one thing or two things anymore. I need to do a bunch of stuff to keep myself busy and preoccupied and kind of have a structure, because I'm awful without structure. I can't function without structure. So long story short, what's got me high is just this new year. And I know that, my problems and everyone's problems aren't going to be solved by a new year.
Yeah.
But just the idea of a reset after last year being such a shitty time, it's good to have that mental reset.
Yep.
So until the next manic depressive wave comes through, I'm riding this high. How about you?
Oh man, that's valid. I think I have two things that have got me high this week. So the first one was probably Christmas, just because I got to spend time with my uncle and their kids, his wife, just spend time with family. I feel like I was very social this year, more than I have been the past few years. Because mostly I usually just I obviously spend Christmas morning with my family and just hang out and shit. But then I usually just kind of go into my room and kind of have me time, because I get very overwhelmed by a lot of socializing. But yeah, so it felt nice. I was hanging, just vibing. I got my uncle and his wife very high. It was very funny. Yeah,
that's funny.
Because I gave them a dab, and yeah, it was just, I think it was his wife's first time, and then my uncle, he knows how to do it and has done it before, but he doesn't do it often. So they were just kind of sodded.
I haven't been that high. Actually, no, I got really high on New Year's Day, I think it was. You ever just get so fucking zooted that when you close your eyes, you feel like you're physically drifting off into sleep?
Yep.
That's what it felt like, and I haven't had that kind of high in a long time.
That's
was really
honestly the best, because that helps sleep so much. I love doing that at night.
Oh yeah,
and just having
that's
a
really
good
the only
night's
time.
sleep.
That's really the only time I like doing it. I don't like getting really high in the start of my day or the middle of my day. It has to be at the end.
Yeah, because then you get too sleepy.
Yeah, and then you feel you don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah,
and basically you can call or at least for me, I can just call my whole day off, because I won't feel productive and I won't do anything.
It's valid. But yeah, so that got me high. And then
literally.
And then another one for literally. Yesterday I had an appointment to get my medical card, and it went very well, and I'm able to get it. So that's fucking awesome, because my God, since honestly it was legalized here, I've been damn, having a medical card would be fucking awesome, because it truly helps so much with anxiety and depression. And the doctor was so fucking nice. She was explaining all of, the different strains and what each cannabinoid does, and even ones that I didn't even know about that help with specific things. She was explaining about it. She gave me a whole chart. Yeah, it was really cool to learn about it more and be able to properly medicate and have something that's controlled and safe, and I don't really have to worry,
because when you're buying it off the street, you might have a friend who deals for you, and you might have a connect that you've known for a long time, but it's Do they really know where they're getting it from?
There's still like the possibility that something could happen.
Right.
And I really want to take that chance.
Yeah. Ever since Tom passed away, I've been very careful and more vigilant, because it's like we've always known, you know, it's like we've learned from when we were young.
Yeah.
Don't take things from strangers.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, my one of my good friends passed away around this time last year, and he died from Molly laced with fentanyl. Fentanyl.
Yeah.
And it ever since then I've been extremely careful about where I get my stuff from. So, or at least like in terms of weed, because that's the only thing that I really do. Other than every once in a while, I'll do mushrooms or I'll take a couple tabs of acid. But other than that, I haven't fucked with anything in a long time because I'm just scared.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, you know, I saw what it did to a lot of us and a lot of his friends. And I can't imagine what it would do to my friends or my family if that were to happen to me.
Yeah. It's scary, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, this is supposed to be a lighthearted segment. I'm sorry that I just like took it and just drove it into the fucking ground. But I think that people should be aware of the fact that, you know, you hear things about like drug overdoses and drug related deaths all the time,
real.
like on the news and stuff. But until it happens to you, it kind of feels like something that, you know, like, oh, this would never happen to me until it does.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so it'll be good to be able to go to like a dispensary and like have shit be legit. You know? It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good for my mental health in general.
Hell yeah. Mental health. We stand mental health here.
We stand mental health.
I can't wait for the 420 episode.
Me too.
We're going to get high as fuck. I think we probably could, if we recorded it like earlier the week before, because 420 lands on a Tuesday, we could, if we wanted to, upload it on 420.
We could. That'd be neat.
But we'll discuss that as we get further.
Yeah.
It's only January.
Yeah, I think.
Who knows?
Who knows what?
I was like, who knows? Maybe the world will end in February.
Oh, Jesus. It's a whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a good way to close out this episode would be, what have you've been jamming to, sir?
I have been jamming to an album called McCartney 3.
Ooh.
It is an album by Paul McCartney. It came out recently, I believe. Oh. There's a song off there called Pretty Boys that I have been listening to on repeat. It is a very nice, mellow, like acoustic kind of song. I'm going to put that and a couple other songs on the playlist. And I highly recommend it. Paul McCartney. You guys don't know who Paul McCartney is. Have you been living under a rock?
Aha!
One of the Beatles, one of the last remaining Beatles, just released this album recently, and it's really good. It's an 11-song album. It's only about 44 minutes, and it's a really, really good album. So check it out.
Nice.
What have you been listening to?
So it hasn't really been like an album that I've been listening to, but an artist, like a band. Mm-hmm. So the band is called Periphery. And they're awesome. They're more on the heavy side. They have. I
love how your stuff. Sorry, not to interrupt or anything. But I love how a lot of your stuff is very heavy and very like screaming vocals.
Yes.
But my stuff is just this like really delicate stuff.
It's a good balance.
It's so weird to put our playlist on shuffle and just have a song that just it goes fucking hard, but then the next one is just like really quiet and slow.
I got some really quiet and like mellow songs too. What's it called? But yeah, this band is really good. I have a few songs that I've been listening to on repeat, basically. So I'll add those to the playlist. It's only a few songs. But yeah, it's a really good band. I've also been listening to Volumes. They're good too.
Oh,
They're neat. Might add some songs from them, maybe like 3 songs. But yeah,
hell yeah.
That's basically what I've been listening to.
There's also a new Foo Fighters song out called "No Son of Mine" off of what will be the Foo Fighters' next record. It's pretty good. I know a lot of people did not like the first single they released. This one is more kind of like the Foo Fighters, like the heavier Foo Fighters that we have come to know and adore. I still think that their first single that they released off their new album, "Shame Shame," is really good. It's definitely not what a lot of people were anticipating, which is why I think a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
Because it was very poppy. But, I mean, if it's good enough for, like, Dave once said that if he writes a song and it doesn't have what he thinks it needs, it's not going to get past him and get put on an album.
Yeah.
Which I think has been his like, I mean, I know in a band you have to compromise.
Yeah.
But with a band like them that have been together for over 25 years, it's like they all know what they're doing together. So it's like, what, you know,
I feel like they have an understanding of each other and like what's expected and like what they like.
I remember in 2018 or something, there was this thing that came out like, oh, they're breaking up. And they made like a whole big deal out of it. They made like a whole video about it. And then it's like, Dave said, so we've been a band for 25 years now. The chances of us breaking up are like the likelihood of your grandparents getting a divorce. It's not happening.
That's cute.
But yeah, that's a good album. Also, I've also been listening. Do you know the band Turnover?
Yes.
I've been listening to their album Peripheral Vision a lot lately on drives from like my apartment to my girlfriend's apartment at night, because the drive back is like there's no cars anywhere on the road, and it's like just need a nice little vibe on my way back.
Yeah. So
it's a good album. Throw some songs on there. Throw some favorites from the old drum streams.
Ooh.
Yeah. Speaking of streams, do we know when Glimish is going to be a thing?
I don't know.
From what I've seen, a lot of people have been making accounts on there.
Yeah,
it's very interested to see how it goes.
Yeah. I feel like it's soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be cool to like figure out how that's gonna work.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool to be part of a little family again.
A little family. But there's also like that fear that what happened to Mixer is gonna happen again, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like we gotta take risks.
That's true.
And you know what? If it goes down, I feel like it won't be as upsetting as Mixer was.
Yeah.
Or at least to me, it won't.
Yeah.
Watch Glimish close down, and I'm just like, fuck. But no, I think it'll be all right.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I should add, a story that I completely forgot about until now. So New Year's Eve, I was at Winters. And we were about to have dinner. We ordered some food. I had chimichangas for the first time.
Yes.
Fucking amazing. And we smoked beforehand. And as you know, my hair is pretty long.
Yes. And
I went for her bowl, which is this cute little carrot like bowl, and she calls it carrot cake.
Aw.
And I went to go take a hit, and my hair decides as I'm lighting it to flop down in front of the bowl, and my part of my hair just goes whoosh, just goes up, and like I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ! And then the whole kitchen smelled like burnt hair.
Oh,
I almost set my hair.
God.
and there's like this like little tiny cloud of smoke going up in the air, and I was like, oh my God.
Am I on fire?
So on New Year's Eve, I set my hair on fire.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Achievement unlocked.
Thank you. It's about damn time.
That's amazing.
What did you do for New Year's?
I just, well, we had like a little dinner. Oh, actually, on New Year's Eve, fucking
Your eyes went crazy bug-eyed for a second.
because I just remembered, what's it called? I had to take my dad to the hospital because that motherfucker decided to cut his damn pinky and cut the top of it, like the very top, like just off. I'm like
imagining
dude.
him just the way that you're wording it. I'm imagining him just like looking at the cutting board. He has his pinky on there, and he like slowly takes up the knife, looks at his pinky. It's like, I could probably cut the tip of this off.
Just yeets it. No, he was trying to, because my mom was making scalloped potatoes, so you have to like cut them thin.
Yeah.
So he was like using like that, like I think it's called a mandalay. And
oh my God.
So he used that, and then he cut it like the top of his finger with it.
Oh, finger injuries always scare me.
Yeah, dude.
I guess we'll close the podcast with this. I used to work in a kitchen, as a lot of you may know, and there was one time when I was cleaning a deli slicer because we had to have like freshly sliced meats every single day for lunch. And I was at the end of the day, I was cleaning it, and then there's a little, for those of you that have never used a deli slicer before, you can change with this little dial. It's normally on like the side of it where you can turn it, and then the guard will come down a bit so you can cut it as thinly or as thick as you want it. And it wasn't all the way locked. Mm. And I only have 2 plastic gloves on. Supposed to have a chain metal protector glove when you clean things like this or when you're cutting. I wasn't using one, so I have this rag, and I'm going around just spinning the wheel, and then I go up, and my hand is like right on the guard. I go to spin it with my right hand. The blade comes up and slices my thumb right down the center, and like the tip of my thumb and part of my nail are just split. And I start bleeding everywhere.
I bet.
And I have to hide this wound for the next 4.5 hours of my shift. Because if I were to go to tell somebody at the time, I was a very heavy pot smoker at this time. Like I was like high all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Not proud of it. But in a lot of workplaces, if you get hurt on the job, you have to go to the hospital and not only get treated, but you have to get a drug test. And I could not afford to lose this job at the time. Yeah. I was freshly just moved out, maybe about half a year, and I was not ready to lose my job and have to move back in with my family. So I hid this cut for hours. And I still didn't go to the hospital. You know what I did?
What did you do?
I super glued that motherfucker shut.
Super glue?
I super glued that motherfucker shut.
You are a crackhead.
I am a crackhead.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Not even a Band-Aid? Like...
Oh no, I put a Band-Aid on it. I put some gauze over it. I wrapped the fuck out of it, and I just tried to hide it all day. Yeah. It was a time, but I still have my thumb. It healed all right.
That's good.
So, yeah. But yeah, guys, if you're using a deli slicer, wear protection.
Yeah.
Just wear protection in general for everything. Just everyday normal things.
Slicing, because I had to slice in a sub shop that I worked at. It was terrifying.
Yeah, so now whenever I see So whenever I go to the deli and see someone use a deli slicer, I just get
War flashbacks. Yeah.
I feel like legitimate chills go up my back.
Yeah.
Every time that I see someone use a deli slicer. So, leave you guys with that.
Have fun with that mental image.
Mm-hmm. How do we end this? One? We didn't talk about Santa at all. We're just gonna forget that he's there.
Yeah, aren't we just gonna like occasionally check up on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for listening. This has been episode 9. Oh, my God. Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Next episode, we're hitting double digits.
Double digits, baby.
It's going to be awesome. Double digits. And then I think the next milestone after 10 is like, what, like 50?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, everybody.
Hell yeah.
You guys can follow the Daydream Arcade on Twitter at Daydream Arcade, Instagram at The Daydream Arcade. We got to get better about posting things on there.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had any references. I'll post a picture of a deli slicer.
One whole slicer.
One whole slicer. And we didn't do any Twitter questions this week, but next week we'll do one.
Yeah.
And you can follow me at Young Retro Live on Twitter. I'm thinking about changing my name to just Darryl. Or just my real name on there, getting rid of the Young Retro thing. But I don't know. We'll see. You can also follow me on Instagram at YoungRetro64. If you so choose, Twitch at YoungRetro64. And where can they find you?
On Twitter, you can find me at Serdecate. That's Serdecate. Same thing as Instagram and Twitter. Or what? And Twitch, maybe. Yeah.
Twitcher.
It's the same name all across the board.
Lucky. All right. Well, I guess we should wrap up. Do you want to go bring some food and water to our our guest downstairs?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Okay.